So it's Wednesday and we're gonna do a little pregnancy update. Yahoo! You guys know it's been kind of stressful around here. There's been no break in the pattern since the first of the year. It's just one thing after another going wrong, and like you heard on Mondays, our bank account was drained. Thankfully it's back in now, so that's good. Thank you, banks, for taking good care of the good people. So it's just been stressful, and just jobs keep pushing for Joel, and we're hustling, and we're working really hard to try to stay above water. As that translates into my pregnancy, it's stressful, guys. It's stressful and it's hard, and it definitely adds to this season being difficult. But nobody said that this season was going to be easy. Nobody said that life is going to be fair and it's going to feel really good, and that's just not the way life is. And I'm starting to learn that more and more, and I'm just starting to learn that it's okay and roll with the punches. And I mean, I guess I'm not starting to learn that. That's kind of been life. I'm kind of honing that skill right now, I guess. So it's hard. I'm holding tightly onto the hope of one day that it won't all feel like this, but also recognizing that life is very blessed in the midst of the trials and the struggles, and so many people are struggling way worse than we are. And I'm really counting my blessings and holding on to just all the good stuff. So yeah, I'm really trying to cling to that right now, as I just kind of feel like I stumble through this last trimester. It has worn on me physically a little bit. I think my body is just kind of wearing down a little bit. I'm sure the stress is contributing to that. But it's also that I'm getting bigger, and I am 34 weeks now. I have about 6 weeks to go, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm still sad to let this season go, but looking more and more forward to holding this baby and getting to meet who this little person is that's growing inside of me, and that's very exciting for me. I just realized that I'm in my jammies, so you'll have to excuse me. Welcome to the pajama party. One of the things that I wanted to talk with you guys about is this beautiful idea that I think has come up even more so just lately. The idea of strength in pregnancy. That pregnancy is not an illness. It does not mean you're fragile and breakable, and and women are doing all kinds of amazing things while pregnant, and they're not afraid of their bodies, and they're not afraid of just still doing things. I had a friend hiking, like massive hiking. She's done some massive hiking, and she did her last hike. I think she was like almost 9 months pregnant, and she was just like, phooey on you, whoever think that this pregnancy is gonna get me down. And I love that idea. I love that idea. And I have been struggling with that idea as well, because I do feel like I'm a really strong woman, and I love doing things for myself, and I love, I'm not a gym rat. I'm not like, a go-getter with stuff like that, but I was a dancer, and I still love to dance, even though I just do it in my kitchen. I was independent very early on. I moved out my senior year of high school. I just love independence. I love being able to do things for myself. I love being able to pop up for my kids and run and do things and pick them up and run alongside of them and play with them without effort, with ease. And there are times where my body, with just how fragile my body can be sometimes, where I can't do that. And it is a little emotional for me, and it is a little like devastating for me. And so I'm going through a little bit of that right now, and I feel like I've dealt with a little bit of like, am I shaming pregnancy? Am I making a bad name for pregnancy when people see me walk around and see that I'm struggling, or see that, I can't do things? Like, I had the kids with me at the baseball game tonight, and Joel was there, and I told Joel, I don't know that I can do it by myself tonight, which is a big deal for me to say that. I don't usually say things like that. I'm like, totally, go coach, I'll do this. But I had to say, I don't think I can do it. And I really want to go to the game, and And so he said, okay, I'm totally going to sit with you. And then the manager came up and said, hey, can you be on the field tonight? And he was like, oh yeah. And I was like, wait, no, no, you can't. And she's watching me have to do this. And not only did I feel like I was pulling my husband away from something that he could have been very useful in, and it's really empowering for him and the team, and he's an asset to them on their coaching staff, but I also just felt weak, and I felt like, oh my goodness, what must I look like as a pregnant mom with number 4 on the way and my 2 little toddlers, or not toddlers, but you know what I mean. It just didn't feel good, and I've just been feeling like I'm struggling with this weakness, with my body feeling weak. And so I texted a good friend of mine, one of my dearest, closest friends, whom I love very much, and I shared this with her, and I said, I love getting behind the pregnancy strength and pregnancy movement and all of that, and I totally embrace that. But I feel like I'm shaming the name of pregnancy right now, and what, you know, the movement of that forward. I'm kind of stepping back a little, and it's embarrassing and it doesn't feel good. And so I just needed to share that with her. She's a very strong woman, and in her pregnancies she doesn't get really frail. It felt great to share that with her, because she's often on the other side, and I just know that she holds my heart in a soft way. She's not going to be harsh. So I texted my friend this, and she shared a great insight with me, and that was that in today's societies, or in today's world, we tend to see things as black or white. You're either weak or you're strong, or you're this or you're that, or it's one or another. But she was pointing out that in most cases it's both and, you know, and she was like, yes, your body is frail and it is fragile right now, and it is hard to do the normal things for you, but it is also very strong, and you are carrying this child, and that's hard work, and you're doing it. And she was just pointing that out, and I think that that's such an important thing, because I think that we view things so black and white sometimes, and we're so hard on ourselves and on other people. And I mean, I definitely, a lot of my friends would tell you that I am really hard on myself, and I totally recognize that, and I try to really take it easy. But it is, we tend to do that a lot, and we shouldn't. Put it simply, we just shouldn't do it. So I am going to move forward trying to see the both and end of this, because I can't just sit in this, I am weak, I am a failure, I'm, you know, I look ridiculous, I'm whatever, or projecting other people's possible opinions about me onto myself as fact, because it just isn't so. And it's not a bad thing that I am fragile. Yes, it can, you know, put stress on my life or be a downer sometimes, but I get to choose whether or not that's a downer. And sometimes I'm just going to have to embrace it and say, I am weak right now. And that's a really hard thing for me, even saying it right now. It's so hard, but I am. And you guys know that I'm a faithful person, and I just know that God's strength can carry me through this, and that when I am weak, He is strong. And that gives me so much comfort, because just knowing that He's there for me, and that there's something to be gained in my weakness, that I can lean on Him and learn something, and that He's there. He doesn't command me to be strong. He doesn't say, you must be strong. He's there to say, it is okay. You can't do it all. And in your weakness, I am there. I am strong. And so that's where I'm finding my comfort right now. And I hope that as you get over this hump day of Wednesday and move on into the last part of your week and into the weekend, that if you are feeling weak, if you are feeling down, if you are feeling burdened by things that you have no control over and you want to control it, that it's okay. It's okay that you can't. It doesn't mean that you are failing. It doesn't mean that you are bad. It doesn't mean that you are less than. It just means that it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to embrace exactly where you're at. It's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to rest. And it's an opportunity to know that He is there for you. That God is there to just lift you up, and He will be your strength. And it doesn't always look the way we want it to look. Sometimes when I say be my strength, I'm like, get me up and let's go. And sometimes He's saying, no, it doesn't look like that. So it's just an opportunity to grow in that way. And oh, the baby is moving so much right now. To do new things and change your perspective of yourself and maybe for others. So that's what I have to say about that. So I hope that you guys can do that with me. Maybe we can challenge ourselves to forge on ahead through the rest of this week with that kind of mindset, instead of maybe wallowing in something that we shouldn't wallow in, because it's life. And who said that it's going to be our idea of perfect? And who said that our idea of perfect is perfect? Because it's not. So I hope you can take that with you. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know if you have any questions or comments, or you'd like to hear about something specific. And I really enjoy hearing all you have to say, and I look forward to reading your comments. Please remember to share, like, comment, and whatever else. You know the deal. I hope you guys are well. Take care. Have a great rest of the week. Bye.